Hello everybody, good Monday morning. So get that head off that pillow and get to work. Yeah, oh, I had to take last night off, guys. Yeah, I took the evening off, believe it or not. Watched some TV and took it easy. Now it's time to get back to work. So I'm going to clean these molds up. I'm going to pull my fuselage mold down today. And I got to fix that gun, my gun port plug. Remember, I had to modify all these. And I'm going to fix them in the mold. So I'm going to pull my fuse mold down and do that today. What to do about these blasters? Man, I can't believe that foam one. I can't believe that foam one's no lighter. I'm just shocked. But you know what the good thing is about foam? It's really dense. So, you know, it keeps you from, like on a big wing surface or something, and, you know, it ain't spongy. And you don't have to add a bunch of cloth to make it firm. See, that wouldn't be good on a wing skin. Just, what I got there. But I'm gonna lay it up with 2 layers of 6 ounce. Because right now this one weighs a ½ pound. Okay, it's not very much, but you know, what I don't want to do is have them. I gotta get some weight off of them. I don't want them a pound each. I think these would be fine with 2 layers of 6 ounce. That gives me a total of 12 ounces. What I got now is a layer 10, a layer 6, that's 16. So I'll be losing 4 ounces per yard and 4 ounces of resin per yard. Because your resin soaks up about as much as your cloth. Okay, if you take a 1 square yard of 10 ounce, you guys know what that means? That's 1 square yard weighs 10 ounces. Okay, and you add resin to that, well, it soaks up about its own weight. So 1 square yard of resin up 10 ounces is going to weigh 20 ounces. So that's just a pretty good figure, you know, on stuff. But I'm going to try and get a little weight out of that. This only weighs 4 ounces, so that ain't bad. You know, 4 ounces, 6 at 2. I just got 2 layers of 6 ounce on the inside. I was afraid it was going to be a little too wobbly. You know, a little too flimsy, and they're not. I mean, they're flimsy, but that's a good thing. That means when you bump it, they ain't going to break off. You know, like if they was just fins glued onto a cone, you do that and it's snapping off. Well, these don't do that. And it only weighs 4 ounces. I'm happy with the weight. You know, I was almost thinking about using some 3/4 ounce on the inside of my foam. You know, that might take another ounce out of it. You know, I got a big old roll of 3/4. While we're on the subject of glass, I'm gonna have to go buy another roll of 6 ounce today. That stuff right there, I don't have very much. I got enough to do a piece or 2, but I got to go buy another roll. So if there's anyone out there that wants to split a roll, holler. Roll of that cloth is 100 yards. Tax and everything's about $700. I go straight downtown here and pick it up, and it's cheaper than you can find it on anywhere on the internet. But I'll split a roll with somebody. I'll show you the invoice and everything. I'll come home from Associated and I'll cut it off and get it shipped right out to you. Same day, promise. I really don't need a whole roll. Probably sold too much of that last batch. But, because I got to buy a bucket of resin. And it's $350. Oh, a couple people was asking where I got my stuff. Get it at Associated Industries. It's local right here in Wichita. You know, they sell to all the aircraft manufacturer plants we got here. The bad thing is they don't sell, they sell cloth by the yard, but that's it. They don't sell pill ply, vacuum bagging stuff. You gotta buy a whole roll of it. That's the drag about Associated. But they sell to the aircraft plants who buy big rolls. You know, they'll sell to us. They'll ship you guys stuff. But the bad news is you gotta buy a bunch of it. And most stuff. And cloth, you know, you can buy a half a roll because cut price is a lot more. And these places don't tell you this. But if you go in there and say, I want 50 yards. Well, it's going to cost you the same amount as buying a whole roll. Because cut price is higher. But they won't tell you that. So, anyone want some cloth, you'll get it at roll price. I'll give it to you just what I get it for. I just really can't afford to swing $700 on a whole roll of cloth, and I can get by with a half roll. And I'll cut it off and ship it to you same day. Hey, stuff cleans up good. Someone else was asking about that part all, if I still wax my parts. I wax these every time I do a layup. Every time. I have not had one little fisheye, but you got to get it thin. You know, if you leave that stuff thick to where it's runny, you're probably going to get a fisheye. I just brush it down with that foam brush till it's about as thin as you can get it. You don't need a big buildup of that stuff. All you need is an even coat. I'll show you. I got my fuel tank molds. Oh, I did these last night. That's my part all. Can you see how shiny that is? How smooth? Not one little fisheye. Nothing. That's a coat of part all right there, baby. But yeah, Associated sells part all. You know, that's just by the gallon. Wax, honey wax. This stuff is the bomb. I love this honey wax. I've tried using regular car wax before, guys, and it's just not the same. Just not the same. But Associated sells the honey wax, cloth by the roll or by the yard. They sell half a gallon kits or quarts of the resin and stuff, and surface coat. They do sell smaller amounts of that. But, you know, I buy 5-gallon buckets, and it's still a good price. $350 gets you a 7-gallon kit. You get 5 full gallons of resin. That's 5. That bucket's full of resin and 2 gallons of hardener, which makes 7 gallons. You guys know, if you notice on the internet, a lot of them is just 5-gallon kits. What that means is you get 3 gallons of resin and 2 gallons of hardener for more than $350. You guys got to watch that stuff when you're buying it online, and go look. You'll see 5-gallon kits. So I'm getting 2 more gallons of resin for $350, and I get that whole kit. And I like that resin too. It's clear. If you want to do composite or carbon parts, it's clear. Another thing I'm going to do today is I'm going to pick up another coat of some more surface coat, and I'm going to make up another mold from my stabs. I got a bunch of them things to make, and one at a time is just going to take too long. So that way I'm try and get my setup going where I can lay up a fuse, get all this stuff primed at once. Stabs, my wood should be here, so I can get that stab glued together. It should be here today. I'm going to call them, be mad. But I'm going to get to where I'm going to prime a fuse, the stab, my rudders, you know, get everything primed up and just work through them.